Welcome to Curious Conversations with Tully and Sarah.
We sit down and chat with business owners, entrepreneurs, and some of the best conversation starters.
This is a podcast about real life lessons and people doing cool shit. Welcome back to Curious Conversations.
When we're on the same side of the couch.
We are, and we are sharing a mic.
And that means we've got a full couch happening today.
I think they need a clap.
Oh.
Welcome to Leah and Cara.
And everyone might know, because I mentioned T quite a few times on the podcast,
Yeah.
T is one of my best friends. Hi, T. And Cara, I always see, is one of my friends, and I always see at family functions at T's house. So
fun.
we're basically family.
Today is going to be quite a niche episode, I think. I'm a parent and you guys are parents, and Sarah's the best friend, the auntie. And we've been wanting to do a parent podcast for so long. I'm so excited for this.
I don't know what I'm here for, but I'll add some
Special
commentary.
comments.
Special comments.
as well.
100.
All the way through.
I think I do provide a really nice moral support.
You
through
do,
it.
and you've
Yeah.
got good insight, I feel.
Thank you.
Cara, you currently have 2 kids.
Yes.
Now, what are their ages?
So Rosa, my daughter, will be 2 in July. So she was 18 and a half months when my son, Miles, who is 4 months, was born.
Who is actually here today?
Yeah.
So
he's here.
wait,
if you were
maths, you were
screaming.
9 months pregnant.
Yes.
Was that deliberate or was that an accident?
It was an accident.
It's a
I
special surprise.
didn't get my period back and I was still breastfeeding. So I actually
You thought
So
the miss. Even someone who's
yeah.
not a parent, I was like, I don't know if you can fall pregnant when
No.
you.
It's
yeah.
quite a
Well,
common
it's a
thing.
myth.
Yeah, it's quite a
Yeah,
common
yeah.
thing. So I think Indy Clinton, I think that happened to her as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of women, think that
Mhm.
you can't get pregnant when you're breastfeeding because you haven't got your
Yes.
period back. But I think you're actually more fertile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
Well,
Interesting.
the results.
Yeah, it was really interesting because like we didn't fall pregnant straight away with my daughter. Like it took a while,
Mm.
not like as long as most people, but like it was still a wait.
yeah.
And then this happened, and I'm like,
Fuck.
but
It's a blessing.
been amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
so-
T, what about you?
Here
T is
we are.
currently pregnant.
Currently pregnant, due in September, and my son is 4 years old. Just turned
So
4.
cute. So did you have, no, you didn't have Rome in COVID, did you?
I
No.
did. It crossed over.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
because I remember getting the phone call from you and it was like COVID. I think she was walking or something COVID-like.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
yeah.
20 laps of Albert Park.
Yes. And you're like, guys, I'm pregnant. We're like,
Yeah.
what the?
I know, you're like, with who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Like with who? Shout out to Billy. But I want to talk to you guys. How has motherhood changed you as a person?
Oh my gosh, like so many ways. I
Yeah.
don't even know where to start. I think you do just adapt. I don't know if you can like ever fully prepare yourself to be a mum.
No, I feel like mine
you do have
started with
instinct.
like the pregnancy because your whole identity changes and you're like, I'm like this fun person who goes out and like drinks a lot, and then like you have to like not be that pretty quickly. And you're
Yeah.
like,
And
okay,
it's a priority
what am I?
shift too.
Yeah,
Because you're just no longer prioritizing
that sort of
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Do you miss your old pre-kid life at all?
Since
Parts
watching
of it.
Off-Campus,
Yeah.
yes.
But I
That's
have this thing. I actually can't really remember what it was like. Like once you have a
No.
kid, you forget it quite quickly.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
agree?
And you have one night out, and then you're like, I fucking
Yeah.
that side of it.
Yeah.
No, but I think there's definitely parts of it that,
Yeah. Like
For
the
sure.
freedom.
the
Yeah.
freedom and the travel
Yeah.
and like taking things for granted of like how easy it is just to be like, "Do you know what? This weekend, let's just go away.
Yeah, that's
let's
true.
just book Europe.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. But
but so much
Yeah.
of my life was traveling.
yeah. And work. You worked
And
a lot.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that as well. But I also feel like now I think of traveling and taking my daughter and I'm like, get so excited about it because it's just
Yeah.
a different kind of life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you're in bed at 6:30.
Well, yeah, that's true. When you just go back to the
Yeah.
host. Isn't that the pits
I mean, you
when
can
you're on
do
holidays?
anything. It's just,
It's different.
It's
yeah.
different.
It's
Yeah.
so different.
I've got a question. Becoming a mum, what's the one thing that you didn't expect to change as much as it has for all of you?
Anxiety.
I was going to say anxiety
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much anxiety you get.
Yeah.
Mm.
I am going to say I didn't realize like how powerful I was to like
Oh, I love
protect
that.
them and like make hard decisions
Full
and
mama
like
bear.
have strong conversations and like
It's changed
It
you in a
brought
good
out-
way.
Yeah. I like that.
What do you two mean by anxiety?
Just the overwhelming anxiety that you get. Like I didn't realize
An example would be like you're thinking about like having a car
Overthinking
crash with your
everything.
kid in the car.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
how
Stuff
strong
like
was
Or
that?
like just little
Do you think
things.
that
like,
that consume you?
Oh my God, Sarah, I
Yeah.
tell you this all the time. Like, I will be thinking of something and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to crash and die. My daughter's
Yeah.
not
Think
going to
the
have an
worst
for the rest of her
your
life.
fault.
And she's
Yeah.
like, why do you think of that? And I'm like, motherhood has just changed me in so many ways. Like, I probably had the same kind of thoughts before because I was always like
not
an
as
anxious
intense.
person.
Yeah.
But now, like, I'm terrified of like dying.
Mhm.
I think
Every
it's a silly
time on an
thing.
aeroplane, like
Yeah.
all of a sudden you listen to everything.
Yeah.
Because you're
You've
just like,
never listened to
no,
safety
not
instructions.
really. Because you're like, if it happens, it happens. But if it
Now you've got
happens now, you've got to protect someone else.
So for
So
me,
true.
I'm someone who falls asleep during the safety instructions.
yeah.
No,
You have
You're
to
saying
look
that
after
when,
your
once you have a
kids.
kid, you're like, hey,
Well,
the oxygen's going to drop
yeah.
down. If that
Yeah.
happens, the
And
emergency-
again, the overwhelming anxiety. Like, what would I actually do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
if this
replay
plane
it in
goes
your
down?
head. Like, you
Yeah.
actually replay, well, I do. This is fucked. But I think of the plane like actually it happening.
Yeah.
You shouldn't because I'm manifesting
Mm-hmm.
whatever. That was like when we were in Hong Kong. We went flying back from Hong Kong on an airplane and we were sitting on the wing.
No. How did we fly back?
We were sitting on the wing and there was this weird noise. And Sarah was asleep and I automatically started panicking because I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I've never heard it before. I'm
Yeah.
going to die. I'm never going to see Roller. Like Damien and Roller are going to be at the airport waiting for me. I'm not going to get off the plane. Like what the hell am I going to do? And I was just like panicking. And then I looked around the plane and I was like, well, if I'm going down, that person's going down.
Yeah.
He's hot. He's going down too. Sarah's going down.
But like dying with Sarah.
But
Yeah.
I even think about like the seats now that I book. I'm like, where's the safest spot in the plane should
Oh.
something happen? And there's all these like conspiracy theories as well. Like, you know how they say if you are going to crash to put your head between your legs?
Yes.
Oh,
Apparently
yes.
that's to kill everyone faster.
Why?
So all the people that have survived because of insurance, because of payouts,
Tinfoil
all of
hat. Love
right?
that. I love that from my girl.
However, all the ones that are past the wing and closer forward
To the toilet or no?
forward to the
captain.
plane, and the ones that are sitting upright tend to be the ones that survive.
Oh my God, I'm
So
going to
good
Thailand soon. I
one.
need to check that.
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
get saying you've got anxiety, did you guys get any postpartum anxiety after you had, or depression after you had your kids?
Anxiety, definitely. Like you said before, the little intrusive thoughts.
Mhm.
Like I remember walking down the hall, holding Roman, thinking like, what if I turn too quick and I slap his head against the wall? Like just silly little things that you know you're not going to do, but you can't get rid of the intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
You're just
you?
always thinking about it.
I think like I got a lot of anxiety when people would like make comments because my daughter had like this big birthmark,
Mhm.
strawberry birthmark on her head as well, and people would always comment on that, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, what is this?" and like freaking out about stuff people would say,
Yeah.
or be like, "She's really big." I'm like, "Is that a bad thing? Like, why are you saying that?"
Yeah.
Or like, "She's not sleeping much." It's like freaking out.
What
but
tool
now
Did
I'm
you say,
like,
look at her
whatever.
dad? Her dad's taller than you. When he used to play footy.
Literally.
What tools do you do when, or how did you overcome that? Like, because I remember having people comment, and also I was a little bit, I was posting a lot of my motherhood stuff on Instagram and I had a lot of like really awful comments and stuff from other mums like
Do you
judging
regret
me.
that?
No, I don't. And I want to go to this later in the episode, kids on social media. I don't regret sharing my motherhood because I think about it now and I often think if I had a second kid, would I share as much? I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't. But until you're a mum or your first time baby, it's like so exciting. Like you want to show them off
Yeah.
so much because
You
it's like
do.
such a new chapter of your life.
And
If
when
I
you're
had
used to sharing as well, you're like, well, it's kind
Exact-
of second
yeah.
nature. Like,
and I also, I wanted, like, yes, people would make comments and make opinions and stuff like that, but I actually genuinely wanted help. Like, if you ever want help and you have a little bit of a following, the mother community actually is quite amazing.
yeah.
Yes, there
Yeah.
is a negative side of it, but like, how did you overcome like people's opinions? Because it's really hard.
Oh, I think just like you have to trust your gut and like
Yeah.
just listen to the professionals. Like
Mhm.
I'd take all of this to my maternal health nurse appointments and be like, someone said she's really big, someone said she's not
Yeah.
sleeping enough, people are questioning the birthmark, like, and then she would just like go over everything black and white and I'd be like, okay, I have nothing to worry about. And then I think from that you get like stronger as a person to be like, why are you saying that to me? Like, shut up.
Did
Yeah.
you phone?
Gut
Did you
instinct
phone
for a
like T or
reason.
someone and be like, "These fucking bitch just
Yes.
said this"?
And I literally
vent to other
said to
mums.
her this morning, like one thing that's like really inspiring about her as a mum is like she's so confident in what she doesn't get easily influenced by like what people are saying on social media. She's like, well, my nonna said this like 100 years ago. And I'm always like, okay, well, I'm going to do that because T's such a confident mum and like everything that she does just seems so seamless.
Which is funny because I don't necessarily feel that way. Like when you said that to me this morning, I was like, really?
Yeah,
I think when it's like, I think you're right. I think the gut instinct is so important when you're a mum because
absolutely.
like I often think of times when everyone was like, oh no, you should get her checked. And I'm like, no, I feel like we can ride it out. Like I feel like she's fine. And then you kind of like, I don't know, it's just your gut.
There's definitely something there. Like all the mums that go through like childhood illnesses and all of that, and you hear about them having to constantly go back to doctors and be like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something's wrong, and it's not there and it's not on paper, but you have that gut instinct. Like it's
you
there
just
for
know.
a reason.
Going back to the postnatal stuff, you two are both from interstate, so your family's not based here, right? Did you have community you lent on? Did you feel like you had to do it all yourself? Because I've got quite a few like interstate friends here and they really struggle without having a community.
Yeah.
I will say there's one good thing about having interstate family, the time difference. So with Perth, it's 2 to 3 hours depending on daylight savings. So for me, I've got one cousin in particular who's like a sister to me. So I could be up at midnight and, you know, it's only 10 o'clock over there.
Yeah.
So having that is really good. And as much as, yes, you want support, do you want someone sitting next to you in person?
I was just about
Not
to
really.
say.
Nah?
Not really.
I feel like my parents live in the country and my mum stayed for a week after I had Roller and I was like ready for her to go.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate she did it and it probably helped a little bit, but I feel like you know what's best and sometimes when people are like crowding over you. However, I often feel bad for you guys because it's like if I want help, I can easily call my mum or my mother-in-law to help, and it must be a lot harder for you guys it's like a mental
Just going back to, we were talking previously, you mentioned one of our girlfriends who had a child young and you're like, I should have been there more. T recently said to me or both of us that you struggled after your first pregnancy. I'm like, why didn't you tell us?
Sometimes you don't realize you're struggling until you take a step back and you really look at it and you're like, that's why I was so anxious because as well, no one can tell you what to do with your child. No one knows your child like you know your child. And I think it's that overwhelming feeling knowing that like it does fall on you. You are the default parent at the end of the day being the mum because you do have the instinct. You are the one doing all the feeding. You are the one predominantly doing the wake-ups. Like there's only so much you can ask for.
Did you resent your partners in any way, like going back to the early stages of newborns? Because I think we could all probably have the same answer. But did you resent them in any way?
I don't
feel like you're lying if you don't say at one point in time you are resenting your partner, whether that just be they can go out longer, they can
even going to work,
go to bed earlier, going to work.
I'm like, I've been doing like, please smile at me all day.
Just having a shower. You're like, I've got to have a shower quick because the baby's going to need feeding or I have to, you know, like,
I think it is.
Absolutely.
I think you're right. The going to work thing. I remember having a moment and I don't know what it was, but Damien must have said something to me. And this is one of the topic. It's like the invisible mental load of being a mum.
For sure.
It's like, I think what gets me, and I resent him sometimes now, it's like he'll be like, oh, why isn't this there? And I'm like, mate, do you know what I've done all day? Like I've literally looked after myself, tried to look after Roller. I've done the washing. I've done this. I've got to think of dinner. I've got to do all this. Yes. And it's so frustrating. And I'm like, all you do, and I said it to him once, and as soon as I said it, I regretted it. I was like, all you do is just get up and go to work and come home. And then I was like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
No, because like sometimes I feel bad for them as well because I'm like, they have a lot of pressure to like go out and
be the provider.
And I'm sure that they would want to be, like
family.
Damien said to me before, he's like, I would much rather be at home all day.
Until
And I'm like,
they
would
do it.
you?
Until they do it for an hour.
Would you?
Is that because he doesn't notice the invisible load of what you actually do?
I think he does, but I think it's just like such a female
I don't think you can
instinct.
comprehend it.
No.
Unless you
And it's just like little things like he wouldn't know when to buy formula.
No.
Like he wouldn't know that it's like, oh, if I look at it, I'm like, oh, I've probably got 2 or 3 more out of that. Well, it's
No.
it's currently 9 a.m. I probably should go down the street and get a new formula.
Yeah, whereas you're like
tonight.
a month earlier, that's on sale. I'm going to stock up and buy 3.
Yeah,
like,
so
it's
little
very
things,
different.
Yeah, little things like that. I think it's just
and
a
men
female
aren't good
thing.
at multitasking.
No, that's true. They
I
think
love
they are.
the memes that keep popping up on Instagram. It's like, dad leaves the house, no water, no
Yes.
bag.
Oh my God,
no
yes.
Yes.
Someone said that to me and I was like, that
and
is
I'm
so
like,
funny.
oh my God, I would never do that. But they just do it. And
But
But
they've
they
But they've got
thrive.
us as a
Yeah.
safety net.
Mm.
No,
That's
but
the
nothing
thing.
happens when the dads do that. I saw
Oh, I know.
Lorinska do it the other day.
Yeah.
I
her
commented on that. It was
Her
so
husband
funny.
took the toddler to footy without snacks, without a jumper,
nappy.
without this, without all that. And she's like, and he's going to come home and be like, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He thrives.
and it like probably
Yeah.
is fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
But
think
it's
that's so
one
funny.
time versus us doing it every
I know.
time.
Yeah.
So it's never going to work for us.
Like, for example, I've forgotten nappies for Roller once and I've actually been like, oh, maybe I had one left and I literally Ubered them to work because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I have to have them. What if she has a poo explosion? Like, she can't. You freak out. But if that was Damien, he'd be like, she can just stay in a nappy all day. It'd be fine.
Yeah. And
Come home, she's got nappy rash. My
Yeah.
mate. It'd be so funny. How did you, Cara, I want to talk because obviously T's about to have a second child, 1 to 2.
It's stressful, but I just feel like this time around is so much more enjoyable because you know what you're in for and you just get on with it. Like, it's exciting because you've done it before, whereas like now it's still stressful with Rosa going into like the toddler age. She's 2 and I don't know what to expect. So that is still the most
That's
stressful
hard.
part
I was
about
thinking
it.
about this earlier as well, and I will say, knowing as well what you know now, and for myself too, knowing that it's such a short amount of time, and it's like it's just having that light at the end of the tunnel.
Agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't have any of that anxiety anymore.
That's
I'm
great.
like, I am so experienced at this. Like,
Yeah.
I know what to do. This is easy.
I saw something the other day and I was like, I have to bring that up on the podcast because I actually probably agree. So I saw a reel and they were saying that going from 1 to 2, the dad struggles the most because, for example, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. So, for example, like just say your baby needs to be fed and do something. So you like to the dad, okay, well, you go take the toddler out. You go take it to the park. So apparently it's a much harder change for the male than the female.
100%. Like, Kale has had to really step up.
Exactly,
Like, he
yeah.
has to be home for bath time every night.
Yeah.
He has to take her, like, because we don't have family. He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
But it's actually been amazing. I'm like, it's so nice to see you having more like responsibility.
Hands-on.
Now they've got like such a good little bond. We were
cute.
chatting before how she's like, how the kids are all like
Obsessed with
their
daddy.
dads.
I've got a question. How did you think about sharing your love amongst a second child?
Oh, that was really stressful.
Yeah.
That was probably the hardest part because
Prior
I
to
was
having
like
him
such a
or after?
micro, like,
Because are you experiencing that now, T? Like, how will I love someone as much as I love Rome?
I'm just trying not to think about it too much.
Yeah, but that's a good question though. Was it before or
Yeah.
after?
so it was in the lead up and
Yeah.
like I'm a real like, I don't know if this is the thing, but like a maternal micromanager. So like I never would let her go with anyone or do anything
Yeah,
like
that's me
she'd
too.
never had a sleepover,
Yeah.
anything like that. So going into like his birth, I was most stressed about her being at home with my mum, even though my mum's like amazing and has 4 kids and like 6 grandkids.
Yeah.
So she's like very experienced. I was just like, is she going to be okay? Like, is she going to think that we've left her? Like,
That was also when I was thinking about having one soon. I was like, who do I leave Rome with
Yeah.
though? Like, because we both had cesareans and I was like, you're in hospital for 4 to 5 days. So I was like, I can't leave him for
Rome
4 to
can
5
stay
days.
with us.
That's all I'm thinking
Yeah.
about.
Zia can come over.
Surely your
Yeah.
family
Drop
would
off.
come over.
Yeah,
but still, you
Yeah,
it's
feel
still
that
something you have to
guilt
think
'cause
about.
You're like, I want to.
And it's the mum guilt.
Yeah.
It's always down
Of
to
how
mum
they
guilt.
going to feel
Yeah.
and managing
Yeah.
their feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even I remember when he was born, Kale was wanting to take. This might sound really selfish of me, but he was wanting to take her out and do like really fun things,
remember
which
having
was
this
really
chat with you.
nice. Like he's like, "I'll take her to the zoo all day," and I'm like, "But I'm at home. Like I want
You need
to
to
do
be in the
those
radius."
experiences.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to take her to the park for half an hour and then bring her home so she knows that I still love her.
Yeah.
Like
I
don't
think
take
that's
her away
common,
from me
though.
all day."
I think that's common. Did you ever feel like that?
With what part of
Like,
taking?
because I, for example, I feel like Damien always wants to do things like that as well. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is going to sound so selfish as well, but I'm like, no, she's mine. I want to have her all day. And then I'm like, oh my God, he's the dad too. It's like, just go with him. But I feel it's common.
But I think as well then, again, the anxiety and intrusive thoughts.
Exactly.
And I'm like, if he chokes, do you know what to do?
Yeah.
If this happens, do you know what to do? What if you slam
What
your
if she
fingers in
runs
the door?
off?
You just think of the worst case scenarios, which is so ridiculous, but sometimes
How,
you can't
I just
help
don't.
it.
I think it's just like, and some people have said that maybe I probably need to get medicated because it is probably not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like for another example, I'm just saying examples because I want you to understand like some of these thoughts. She stayed at her grandma's the other day, and I said to, when I went to sleep, I had like a little bit of a mini panic attack. She stayed there so many times.
Yeah.
But because Melbourne's been, I can't even remember saying this, because Melbourne's been having a lot of like house invasions, I was like in my head, I'm like, oh my God, what if someone robs their house? She's at the front of the house. They're going to go through her window. Like she's not going to be safe. They might not hear it. And then I started panicking, and Damien's like, you need to fucking chill. That's not going to happen. And I'm like, yeah, but we don't know. Like it could be the night it's going to happen. And she's staying there. And he's like, you need to stop. Like, why are you even thinking
the thing
that?
is, like, you know you need to stop too, and you're telling yourself that's ridiculous, but you can't stop the
thinking
thoughts,
about it.
from coming in.
So it's like crazy how your brain, and I don't know if that is normal. I mean, you're saying you have it.
I don't know. I have it, but like, yeah, it's only now recently I've been like, is it normal to have it that intense? Like, maybe
guys,
it's
if you
not.
are watching and you are a parent, do you have these
Are we
thoughts too?
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. As listening to
Sarah's
someone
like,
who
you
hasn't
are
had
crazy.
it, you think you went crazy?
That
I remember actually before I had kids being like, why is that mum on holidays with her baby? Just leave the kid and go. Like, what is wrong with you? Now I'm like, I'm not leaving my kid ever.
Yeah.
I remember Talia at my wedding, Rome was like 8 months old, and you had to leave and go and feed him. And I was like, she is insane. I was like, this is my wedding, and she has to leave to feed her baby. Now I'm like, my kid's 2 and I would leave to feed my baby.
Do you know what? That's probably been the root of many friendships breaking up as well.
Yeah.
Like when mums, 100% mums transitioning,
true.
and then friends that
Not understanding.
100%, and then things are said that it blows up.
Yeah, like I was talking about this pre-podcast. I even had a discussion with one of my best friends, and I was like, she had kids quite young when we were like 24. And I said to her after I had Rolla, I was like, I remember calling her and I'm like, this is hard. And I was like, I'm so sorry that I wasn't there for you. Like I should have come and helped or asked if you needed food or do you need to go for a walk? Like I'll take the baby. Like there's so many things that I wish I had have done. But you're right. We spoke about this before. When you're not in that position, you don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Like it's crazy, but I do feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's a crazy.
It consumes you.
Yeah.
I've got another friend, and she's got a newborn, and we were crossing the road the other day, and she was saying the same thoughts. I was like, oh
so
my.
We all have.
I was like, oh my God, Tully thinks exactly the same thing. I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah. When does that stop?
I don't know.
When your kid is 40 and
Alicia has an 11-year-old and an 8 or 9-year-old. Does it stop, Alicia?
Or do you just think it does?
It just settles a little bit.
But your kids aren't at high school yet.
They're not,
I think you just get different problems, right? There's little people, little problems, big people.
That's what I say.
I do
my nanny
actually
says
think
that.
about like bullying in high school.
I know.
Well, I just think
We're
about
not there
myself
yet.
in high school, and then I'm like,
Please don't be like that.
Yeah, I know. We're not there yet. I feel like I wanted to talk to you, Cara, about this because I feel like you've kind of, and you can add, but you've kind of passed that hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
How I thrived with the newborn stage. I loved it.
I love newborns.
This age too,
it's so tricky.
it is probably the hardest age. Like the emotions, the like what the fuck are you doing? Like I just want to like why?
So
like what's your problem? Like
the other day.
and the like arguments of like I know she's only 2. Like the arguments of what she wants to wear. She won't put this on. Don't like it. I want this one. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, you can't wear a pink tutu down the street or your pajamas.
Yeah, literally. So we're dealing with the moment with no socks with Crocs and it's freezing in Melbourne, and now she doesn't want to wear a jumper because she just doesn't like them. And I did post something about this on Instagram. Apparently it's very common. And apparently they don't feel the cold as much as what we do. But Rolla has been sick, so I was like, you need to wear a jumper. But how do you like, and you can add on this too, T, there is like this rage, like this mum rage that comes up. And then as soon as you like, you're not hurting them or you don't get angry, but you might yell at them or something. And then you automatically feel bad. Do you guys find that happens for you guys? And how do you deal with it?
I'm going to add something in here because commentary I've got from you before. It's like, Sarah, don't judge me on this, but this just happened. I'm like, why would I judge you?
Yeah.
Because you just like, and I'm like, that's not, like, I feel really bad for saying that, but you frustrated me so much in that time that.
Especially because they are at an age now where, like, they can tell in your tone that you're angry at them.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? Like, they almost are like, why are you speaking to me like that? Kind of thing.
I find with Rome, like, he mimics my mood.
Yeah.
So if I approach it more calmly, which in the moment you're frustrated, right?
Yeah.
So your immediate reaction is to be frustrated and be like, oh my gosh, just listen to me and just do it. But then he gets more frustrated and it makes your life harder in the end. And I saw another thing where it was like, we expect these little people to regulate their emotions and automatically react how we want them to react and calm their state and all, but we're not even doing that.
Yeah.
In the moment.
So
like,
true.
We are not doing it. We're not even modeling that because it's human.
We've always said, and I think one of our close friends is a very, very good parent. One, she says they never chose to be born.
Yeah.
So when you're complaining all that, well, she's like,
100%.
well, your child never chose to be born.
And
like,
you wanted them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's also kids learn from observation. So if you want your kid to be a reader, you have to mimic the behavior that you want in their kids. They learn from you. If you raise your voice, they're going to raise their voice. Like, so it ultimately comes down to like the parents at the top.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's been the hardest age for you guys?
Now 3 to 4.
For you? Yeah.
3 to 4.
See, that's what everyone keeps saying to me.
Saying that to me
I
all
know.
week, and I'm like, please
everyone
don't
says
tell
Two
me
this.
to me was a breeze.
I'm gonna have
Everyone
breeze
says 3
before
is really hard.
Really, really hard.
Alicia, does it get harder as they get older?
Yeah, see, great. Love that.
Yeah.
I think it's just like they're more independent, the attitude. They understand a lot more. Like the vocabulary is so advanced. So it's like you're having an argument with like a little person.
So true.
When you guys are at your wits' end, like how do you know and what do you do?
Well,
get the dad and leave.
Yeah, it's true. I need a break. Just leave.
I try to honestly just try to be so present and remind myself you're getting overwhelmed. Because as soon as you remind yourself you're overwhelmed, they're going to start reacting more. Yeah. Bringing yourself back down.
True.
It makes everything easier. But it's hard.
In most of my group chats, I'm the only one without a child. And I feel like they all get to a space where it's like, I need a night out.
Yeah.
I need just time away.
Or just time away.
Yeah.
But then you get the time away and you're like,
I want to go home.
It doesn't solve it.
It's so crazy, isn't it? Talking about mum rage and like tantrums and stuff, one thing that I said I would never do with Rolla is give her a screen time. So I was like, I'm never giving her an iPad. She can wait till she's older. And now I'm like, have the iPad. I can't deal with this. Just take it.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on screen time? And do you get guilty over it?
Yeah, we started screen time young, but Rome hated the car. So anything over like a 10, 15-minute drive, screaming. So we installed a little iPad on the back of the car. So that created screen time. And it's gone into he wanted it at dinner time.
Yeah.
And then he's a very
How do you
slow
navigate
eater.
this?
We gave in.
Yeah. See, that's what I've done
but
too.
But now he's not interested. He doesn't care anymore. He's gotten over it. He doesn't ask for it. So yeah, and I have told him like we obviously limit the amount that he uses it, and I'm like, hey, it's not very good for your brain. You can watch 2 shows and then we turn it off. Just making him more aware, so at least he gets his fix of it, and then he's like, okay, Mum, I've watched 2 shows. I'll turn it off.
But you also stick to your boundaries.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Like you can't threaten something with. Oh no, I don't want to say threaten. But like say something and then
you have to follow through.
They test you. Kids, kids
absolutely.
are smart.
Yeah,
I feel
they push
like
boundaries all day,
Rome
every
has
day.
always watched like really educational stuff. Like as you
It
guys
does
know,
help
he's
them,
like
I
the
think.
smartest kid you've ever met in your life and knows like everything about everything. And you're like TV did help with some.
I agree.
Some things it did. Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
I think Rolla's learned a lot from the screens,
Mm-hmm.
but I do agree. It's like I think you do need to get to a point where you set boundaries because like she'll ask for it, and I was like, absolutely not. You're about to eat dinner, and she'll cry, and I just have to let her crack a tantrum.
It's also like pick your battles though too, right?
Well,
if
that was another
sitting
thing.
there at the table and she's crying and then she doesn't want to eat and then dinner time's dragged out. We just got to the point where we were like, okay,
We just
eat
want you
your
to
dinner.
eat,
You can watch it. Then when you finish, sit there. We're going to have a conversation as a family. You can get up, have a bath. Maybe you can watch Mum show, but that's it. But sticking to the boundaries.
Yeah,
it's so
and then they
nice.
forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
but then they're happy because they're also getting told yes, but there's just a boundary.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard though, like, especially when you go out for dinner and stuff at a restaurant, it's like I give in and give it to her because I'm like, I would much rather enjoy my meal. I take colouring things.
I also would rather not be the one with the screaming kid.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
would rather be the one that's
and you take the colouring books, you
tame.
take all the things and
Yeah.
they use them for like 2 seconds. And I'm like, you know what? I actually want to enjoy my dinner. So
Yeah.
I've got a I think Solomon would say like is it hard because you don't like being uncomfortable with your emotions and to quieten them? So he would suggest that it's like for the first 2 times here it's going to be shit.
yeah,
But then
I
you
get
have
that.
to teach the kid and then it's like for the
I am
rest of
a
your
bit
life.
like that as well,
Yeah.
actually.
You're a hard
I
ass.
don't do a lot of screen time.
That's good.
And-
I push through the shit.
Exactly.
But what if you're
Yeah.
out of it? I'm with you, T. It's like,
I want to hear Kara's
also, I will
perspective
say-
of the opposite though.
Rome being a little bit older though,
Yeah.
we can involve him more. So
Yes.
like it's not always screen
Yeah.
time because we're like, hey, we're going out to dinner, grab a backpack, pack the toys you want to play
Yeah.
with, we'll pack colouring in, do you want texts,
he's a
do you
good
want
age just to
pencils?
talk like that.
So for that, it is
Yeah.
really good. Whereas like
We
both of yours are a
definitely
bit
will
younger.
like get the phone out
Yeah.
at some point.
on a flight if we need to,
Yeah.
or out for dinner if we really need to. But I don't like having a TV on at home, and
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
do like much TV at home ever really.
Why
like
is
maybe
that?
more because I feel like she goes crazy.
They do go
like,
crazy.
She's way like worse behaved. Is that even a word?
So
Sorry
we've just
about
always
my
had it on
phone.
as background noise, but will we it's not like it's on and then he's left alone. Like we'll be interacting,
Yeah.
he'll help me cook, but it's just on in the
yeah,
background.
we're a
So
little bit like that.
he just comes in. So I think because it's not a big deal and it hasn't been restricted,
Yeah.
he's not
doesn't
obsessed
play
with
up.
it.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I've
like
seen
junk
some
food.
kids that
Yeah.
aren't allowed
Yeah.
screen times, and
Oh,
they see
same.
one, they fixate on
Yeah.
it.
Because
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
she's not fixated. Like
That's
I think
good.
one of the reasons that we probably didn't do it as much is because she wasn't fixated and
Yeah.
If it's
we
not
didn't
necessary,
need it. So we
don't
were
do
like,
it.
why are we going to keep?
I've got
using
one of
it?
my girlfriends.
Yeah.
She's got 2 kids, and her eldest is 4, and she's banned screens for the last 2 weeks because of her son's behavior. And she's like,
Yeah.
I've seen. She goes, it was hard initially, and he would
Yeah.
ask, and
You
they
just gotta
said
rip
TV's
the
broken.
Band-Aid
Sorry,
off.
and this is
Yeah.
broken. And his behavior is so much better.
Yeah,
I will
agree.
say YouTube Kids did that to Rome.
Ah,
And there's something to be said about being able to open an app like that and they can keep switching the show. It's like they want what they want,
Yeah.
they get it
And
when they
then
want
that
it.
gives-
So what
the
do you do?
dopamine
The
starting
Netflix
young.
or just what did you?
Yeah, so I'm like Netflix, Disney.
Because Roller loves
Show.
bloody YouTube.
this
yeah,
is
so
this
it's deleted and he knows no
not
YouTube.
encouraging screen time. But T, you got Rome the best birthday present this year that I know so many mums reached out to.
Which one?
You made
Bluey.
him the Bluey cards.
Oh,
You made a
yeah.
customized Bluey
That's
card.
so
That was
cute.
really cute.
He
Is
did
it
love
like
that.
easy to get?
It's so easy. There was just like a website that popped up. It was actually an Instagram ad that kept coming up. And so it's not just We Did Bluey, but there's a whole list of different shows and you just plug in their name, their age,
Oh.
what you want the message to be written. And it's essentially, it's not like a full episode, but it's like a half episode of their favorite show that's dedicated to them with an image of them. And out of all of his presents, he was like, this is the best present ever. Like, that's me.
I think
Does
that's
he watch it
like-
again?
No, he hasn't asked to watch it again, which is so
Aw.
funny, but he loved it in the moment.
He
I think
did.
that's
when
the
we got
best
there.
present
He was
ever.
like, "I got the best present."
So
ever."
cute.
Yeah. And I
So
asked him,
cute.
what was your favourite birthday present? He was like, the Bluey episode,
Oh,
which is
so
really
cute.
cute.
We going on off. I know I mentioned it before. Junk food. How do we feel about food and kids?
Aw.
Are you more particular on what you give your kid?
That is so interesting you say that.
Yeah, I mean, we, as you all know, have a snack drawer in
Yeah.
our house. We've always had a snack drawer. So I just think it's always been available.
Mm.
So we always just give
Mm.
healthy options and then they can always have a snack.
Yeah.
Nothing's like overly, I think just everything in moderation.
Yeah, I think when, again, the newborn stage, I was like, I'm never giving Roller this, I'm never giving Roller that, she's never having this. And then you get to a stage and you're just kind of like, you know what?
We
If
wanna
you
say
want
no
that,
to
have
everything
it.
as well.
And especially someone who has had an eating disorder, I don't ever want to restrict food from her because I don't want her to binge or think that. I think when she gets a little bit older, maybe teaching her good and bad food is fine, but like I don't know how to navigate that yet.
Yeah.
I think it all comes down to communication.
Yeah.
Like Rome's at a really good age again where he wants to learn everything. So we're like, that's protein. That's going to keep you full and give you lots of energy. That's you know, carbs. That's going to make you sleep a little bit better. Like just like speaking to him why he has to have certain things in his body. And we were actually at breakfast the other morning and he was eating scrambled eggs. And a girlfriend sat down and he was like, I'm just having my protein this morning.
Stop.
And he was so happy though because he knew it was a good, healthy food that was going to like make him happy and feel good. So I think like just getting them involved and like making them understand from early on is just going to make our life easier too. Like we watched something popped up on YouTube and there was this really strong little kid. He was doing push-ups. He was like it was like crazy. And he went through his breakfast and he was having eggs and rice for breakfast.
What?
And Rome was like, is that why he's so muscly?
Oh, now he wants eggs
and I was
rice.
like, well, yeah.
Wow.
The next morning he wanted rice and eggs.
Really?
So I think, it's their surroundings. It's what they're introduced to, but just getting them to understand. So if they want pancakes, we make pancakes a lot for breakfast. But just saying instead of those pancakes, we're making them this way because we're putting chia seeds in. That's protein. We're putting in this. That's going to make your tummy feel better.
Yeah.
Everything's a learning curve and everything's a game for kids, really. If you make it fun and educational, they're all in.
You can do what you
I
want.
definitely find that when you get them involved in like
they love it.
They love
it more.
Yeah. They do love it.
I'm really struggling with this at the moment because
it's a hard age though.
She's like
Does she not
throwing everything on the floor and only wants to eat like Cruskets or like rice crackers or so it's really tricky.
Ride the wave though. Like don't
That's
feel
what
bad
I've
about
learned.
it.
But what annoys me, it's like when you cook food and like, I make these
so
like
annoying.
balls and I'll do this and this, or we make muffins every week together. And some weeks she'll eat them, and then other weeks they're just sitting there, and I'm like, oh,
you just have to throw them out, and you're like, that took me hours.
But do you know what the interesting thing is? And a lot of mums have said this to me: is Rolla will eat everything at daycare, and they have the most exotic, amazing meals. Like they have like curries, they have barramundi curry, all this stuff, and it
like
says I ate extra. And I'm like, what the hell?
It's the peer pressure.
Well, I think someone said to me, it's because all the kids sit down at the table together. So monkey see, monkey do. The kid opposite you is eating, then you're going to eat. So, but then she comes home, she won't eat dinner. On daycare days. Like tonight she probably won't eat dinner.
I did ask my maternal health nurse about this because I'm like, is it okay that my daughter's eating crackers for dinner this week? And she's like, it's like, if you look at it across a week, it's like that's what you need to look at. Like, were they eating lunch every day and were they doing this? Like, it's fine.
They're not going to starve.
Don't stress.
No.
They're not going to starve. So just do your best.
Yeah, and I think adding – oh, sorry, keep going.
If they like throw the plate, take it away, they're done. They don't want it. Don't give them options.
Yeah.
And don't force feed. Like kids know when they're hungry.
Yeah. And I think adding in all those green powders and stuff like Rolla, I don't know if your kids love this, but Rolla loves a smoothie and she loves like making it. So I'm like, great. I'm going to add the family thriving powder or whatever it is into the smoothie.
Just bulk it up.
Because I'm like, because that's what I worry about. I'm like, she's not getting enough vegetables.
Yeah, we used to do like zucchini, all that in there.
Yeah. So I find the only meal that she will eat all the time is spaghetti bolognese. So I'll put like bone broth in it. I'll put zucchini. I'll put everything in it. And I'm just like, well, at least she's getting that. But yeah, that's the thing I worry about is like the greens.
I've got 2 questions that I've been thinking about sitting here. And it goes back to content. We're all online. You guys, do you consume this content of like self-diagnosis of ADHD and all ADD and look at your kids and diagnose them yourself? And
I've never done that.
You don't think, oh God, is my kid doing a weird thing?
No.
Really?
Maybe.
You process it in your mind a little bit. Like you think about it because you've seen it, but I think you know with your own kids.
My sister had this. My sister with the twins, like they would do things and she'd panic and think something was wrong. And I'm like, I think that's just what kids do.
Yeah.
But it's a genuine question that I wanted to know, like, because we're all diagnosing ourselves with ADD. It's like, do you watch things and think, like,
well, you're definitely aware and you definitely want to know symptoms or things to look out for and whatever. But I think if you're concerned about anything, you would probably just look for like repeated behavior and then go to a professional.
And then, if you're worried,
you wouldn't deep dive into
agree.
And I think it's so common now that like I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
If it does happen to me, like there's so much help. Like, you know, you got to love
even
them
with mummy content, do you compare yourself to other mums and their stages and be like, oh God, my kid's not at that stage yet?
a lot of my friends do this, and I have never done that.
I've
and
never
I
done that
feel
either.
I don't
like
think I have either.
no,
I was
I
someone
think
that didn't
I call
even want
bullshit. You were just saying
group.
comparing Roller before to Frankie.
No, that was hair, not development. Well, that hair
developmental, like you
Development,
could
no.
really stress yourself out
Mm.
if you were like, my
Rome
kid's
didn't
not
walk
walking
until after one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either did Roller.
And everyone else had an issue with it. But I was
Same.
like, he is so fine.
Yeah.
He's so intuitive. He's so
And I
smart.
think- Yeah.
Like he's sitting there
Yeah.
absorbing everything.
I'm
He
the
will
same.
Yeah,
walk
because
when
they
he's
may not
ready.
be physically developed
Yeah.
as fast as your friends' kids, but they may be like talking or
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
other
That's
things.
the
Like,
thing. Rome's vocabulary was so big so
Yeah.
early on.
Yeah.
They're just all at such different
I
stages.
agree.
yeah, you
Yes.
could send yourself crazy
Yeah.
comparing, but it's also hard not to. But I think it's
because the amount of
important not
content
to.
we're fed, it would be
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
That's also why I never did a mother's group.
Yeah, I never did.
Because I was like, I felt like I was quite lucky having a baby that slept, having a baby that didn't have reflux.
And you can
all
get
of
judged
that.
sharing that because people are like, you're lying.
But
and
then it's
like,
still
well, I'm not.
overwhelming.
not.
So
Yeah.
on a day that you're feeling okay, and then you're going into a mother's group where maybe the babies aren't sleeping,
Yeah.
and you're just hearing more issues and more. It's just a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot.
Mm.
Talking about like content and looking at content online, obviously there is a big movement on Instagram or socials in general of like not showing kids' faces and like kind of being a little bit more private. What are your thoughts on this? Because I think it's such a
hard one,
it's a
isn't it?
hard
Yeah,
topic.
I go backwards and forwards all the time. I think
Mm.
definitely now that my son's getting that little bit older, I really pulled back.
Yeah,
Not to say I don't post anything, but I post more stories
yeah.
Mm,
instead of like actual
Feed.
grid posts that
Yeah.
are going to stay there.
yeah.
Which does that even make a difference? Maybe not.
But if it makes you feel better, it is
I
really.
just-
I think it's a really hard one to navigate because I go through this a lot.
Mhm.
It's hard. Like when Roller was a newborn, obviously they look so different when they're like newborn.
Yeah.
I was obviously sharing it a lot. And then I got to it was actually July last year. Something happened. I can't even remember what it was. And Damien actually said, like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, you've got a bit of a following. I don't feel comfortable you sharing our daughter's face
Yeah.
anymore. And I was like, that's fine. Like, if that's what you think, I have to kind of go with what, like,
so have
respect.
you stopped?
I show the back of her. I
Oh,
don't, or like just,
cool.
I don't show her
Yeah.
full face
Yeah.
because something happened with my nieces when I was in hospital having Roller. Someone saw my nieces and my sister. I shared my nieces on social media. Someone saw them at the South Melbourne market and actually went up to my sister and said, "Is this Aria and Harper?" And my sister was like, the fuck?
Oh,
Like, that is so
Yeah.
weird. They're like, no, I follow your sister. And then I actually
Did
felt
the
bad.
girls hear it? Like, did they?
I don't
feel
know. My
funny?
mum was with them. I'm not sure. And then I kind of felt bad because I was like, I feel bad that I put my sister's daughters on my social media without even asking her. And then someone's come up to them like, what if she was with my sister's friend and like someone come up and then they automatically think, oh, this person must know me. I should go for a walk with them. Like,
And it would be
it freaked me out a
confusing.
little bit. And then when Damien said that, I was like, I kind of have to respect it's just
Yeah.
half yours as well. And I kind of get it. And then, I don't know, the internet's weird.
Yeah.
It is. It's really hard. And there's that trending thing at the moment where it was like, here's a 5,000 following and they put 5,000 people in the image. And
Yeah.
like, here's 10,000 following and they put 10,000 people.
It's
and
a
you're
lot.
like, oh, it's a lot.
I actually
It's a
watched,
lot of eyes.
there was a campaign, I think it might have been in Ireland or somewhere like that. And this also freaked me out. So there was a campaign and it's a family, a mum and dad and a little girl. And she's probably
I
about
saw
4 or
this.
5. Yeah. They were walking through like a mall and then one person comes up and says, "Hey, Charlotte, I saw it was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday." And she's like, the fuck's going on?
That's
Then they
so
keep walking.
creepy.
Someone else comes and they're like, "Charlotte, fist pump, saw you won your netball grand final. How cool."
Yeah.
And she's like, this is so confusing. Next person comes up and's like, "Hey, Charlotte, like saw you lost your tooth," or whatever it is. And this little girl, it's actually an amazing campaign. This little girl was so confused with what was happening that all these people knew such personal information about her and the parents a little bit wigged out. It's basically a campaign of messaging how dangerous it is to share so many little things about your kids online. Like they knew, I think the end messaging was like something like how, like they knew what school she went to, they knew her birthday, they knew what soccer team she played for. And it's just kind of saying how dangerous it really is to share your kids online. Hi.
Hi, buddy.
We have a visitor. So I think that was another thing that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Well, also on the kids' perspective as well, like I'm sure, have you looked back through your baby photos? And like, obviously we think our kids are the most beautiful, incredible little humans ever. But I look back through my family photos and I'm like, oh, that's not a very cute photo. Oh, what's that outfit? Like, are they going to be like that in years to come and be like, I can't believe this isn't a family album. This is online for everyone to see. Like, how embarrassing, or I wish that wasn't out there.
Well, I think that's another thing to think about. I think there's a lot of things to think about. There's like cyberbullying, like, you know, if someone else sees, I don't know, it's that. There's AI that freaks the fuck out of me as well. There is the recognizing your kids in the street. What if you're not with them? There's so many aspects of it that you have to think about as a parent. And you kind of like, well, in 5 years or 10 years time, would Rolla respect that I put so much of her personal information online? Like, I look at mums now, and no mum shame, you just do whatever. Yeah. But I see them post some stuff and I was like, I think it's a little bit too much. Yeah. Like, I saw something the other day, it was on TikTok. This mum was sharing her little boy having a fit. And I was like, whoa. I was like, I don't think that is okay. No. Like, your child, he's got a education piece? Yeah. Like, what was I think she's more of an influencer. But it's not
everyone's job to educate as well.
Like, but I also think, I'm like, that poor little boy, like, again, in 5-10 years time, there's a TikTok of you, like, kind of trauma, right? Yeah. I think, yeah, and like I said, each to your own. If you share to choose all that stuff, that's totally fine. I just think there's some things for me personally is crossing the line.
Do you think there should be a law then saying that you can't post kids until they're at a lawful age where they can make a decision?
I would like that. But then it's hard because
it's so hard.
It's hard,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is.
Yeah, it's hard because like I don't want to post my kids either, but I like seeing some things about kids. So I don't want it to stop.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like I share stuff on my close friends and stuff like that. It's just because I trust who I've got on my close friends, and they're my friends and family and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. One day your close friends' archive's going to get
really big
up online. I don't know. Like, is something going to happen? I don't know, but because you do want to share. Like, I love seeing like Rome and like stuff like that. You love seeing your kids like doing funny things. So
yeah, for sure.
And as a mum, like I love sharing that because some things Rolla does, I'm like, oh my God, that is actually so funny.
Do you guys care if I?
No. So I think it's such a hard topic.
It's really hard.
But I do think there's a
don't know where it's going in terms of AI and how advanced everything's going to get. And
it's freaky.
It's the unknown.
I do think there is like a massive movement though. Like you do see a lot of people now like hiding their faces and talking more about it.
I also do like black and white because I'm like,
oh yeah, safer.
Like just
that'll help.
No, but like you can't if they're going to use AI, they can't like distinguish the hair color and like the eye color and all of that.
Oh yeah, true.
Right?
Yeah,
true. But now, do you remember AI? Like,
yes, it is a thing.
AI, they were bringing all those old school photos back to life, like
So
like maybe.
Although I did see something the other day, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently the photos with like the love hearts on the kids' faces, you can actually remove that.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah. So
that's a good question.
I agree. I'm like, if you're not posting the photos, just don't post them.
Yeah,
like
don't
put
the back of them.
Don't post an emoji over their face.
I think I posted an emoji on Rolla's face once, and I automatically regretted it. No, I was like,
you gave yourself the.
I gave myself the ick because I was like, well, don't post the photo.
I agree.
Like you can't. They can't see how cute she looks anyway. If you're gonna. So I think, I do think it's a bit silly. I think if you're going to, like, Rolla has really cute little styles. So I, like, love posting her outfit. So if it's the back of her, the side of her, I don't mind posting the side of her because you can't really tell her face. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just the internet's such a –
yeah, it is really hard,
It's really hard. Yeah. If you're listening and you're a mum, like, what are your thoughts? Because I'd love to hear mums' thoughts on this.
I think it's also really hard as well when you do – like you are on social media and it does feel second nature to then pull yourself out of it.
And there was this weird stage, like I feel like when I first was like a mum, I was like, oh, I can't wait to be like a mummy blogger and like get like cute little deals and stuff with Rolla. And now I'm like I've turned down a few jobs because they're like, we want Rolla to do this and this. And I was like, actually I don't want to, and I would love to because I would love to do that and then put the money in her bank account and stuff like that.
Experience with her, is so cute.
But now I'm like, oh,
you're like, is it worth it? Is the money really worth it?
Yeah, not really. I think her safety. Well, I don't think I know her safety is way more important.
Absolutely.
But that's another thing that goes through your head. It's like it's just a back and forth.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I'm just cruising along. I'm just like,
I feel like
I've got another question. What do you guys think? Do you think as mothers, do you think we're doing too much?
With what in particular?
Just everything.
What do you mean?
I've got a friend who literally makes everything from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, I just feel like it's so time consuming.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other things that you could be doing like for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that, it's like filling up your own cup instead of giving to your kids. Do you think you as a mum you do too much?
I don't, because I'm like, that might be her filling up her own cup.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
I was
might
just
be
thinking
her
that's
thing.
something she really
Yeah.
values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can only do what you can only do. And if she chooses to do that with her time, then
That's
good
fair.
on her kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Mhm.
I
As
feel
long
like
as she's
we
happy.
often chat about like, if you want to do more, you can make the time to do more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
prioritize what makes you feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And if that is doing one particular thing, then
yeah.
just do it.
That's
There
fair.
is like a lot of pressure though, especially with like social media and stuff, to be doing that, cooking from scratch. But like, just don't get sucked into that.
Yeah.
If it's not for you.
Yeah, if it's
don't do
not
it.
for you, for sure.
Yeah. What has been your hardest part of being a parent? Like, has there been like a chapter or a season where you guys kind of really struggled? Because I'm going to say this for me, and we've spoken about the podcast. I'll go first. I feel like the hardest thing for me so far has been the daycare thing. Like
Yeah.
trusting other people that I don't know with my daughter was so hard and so difficult. And I find that's probably been the hardest thing the last 2 years.
Do you think our parents had that when they sent us off to school?
Yeah, but my mum stayed home and worked. So
Yeah, but you still went to school for how
School, you're a lot
6,
older
8
than
hours a
daycare,
day
though.
though.
But daycare, like I said to you, it's like daycare, if you're dropping them in daycare, they're either like 1 to 3 or something like that,
Yeah.
because then they go to kinder. They're at such a different age. It's like they can't communicate if they're, well, Roller can now, but like if they're thirsty, if someone touches them, if something,
I think
it's
like
so
back
hard.
then, we didn't have the internet and there were less predators, people like,
And you didn't
out
hear as
there.
many
You didn't
stories.
hear the stories. There wasn't as much happening.
Yeah.
like
You also have so
abuse
much more trust in your local community.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Like, you
have
really
what-
did have more of a village.
Yeah. What do you think has been the hardest for you guys? Because that's been the hardest for me.
That time for me was really hard when
Yeah.
I was thinking about going down the daycare route and I couldn't make it work.
Yeah,
It
it's
didn't work
hard.
for us. And he hated it. I hated it. It made me more anxious. I would pick him up. I'd drop him in. He'd stay there for maybe 2 hours and I would pick him up and bring him home for nap time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's
It
really hard.
wasn't-
I just think like
yeah.
it's spoken.
And again, the guilt. I was like, you have
Mm.
your kids at home for 4 years if you're lucky. I don't have anywhere that I need to be. I'm very lucky in that point that I actually don't have anywhere to be. So to drop him off there where he's uncomfortable, not happy, for me to go get my hair done.
Yeah. I think
I
that
couldn't.
was something I was trying to explain too. It's like you spend the 2 to 3 years or whatever it is trying to make them feel safe.
Yeah.
And then you put them in an environment where they don't feel safe.
Yeah.
And then you feel so guilty. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm putting my daughter or my
Yeah.
son in such an uncomfortable situation. And I know when they get older, they have to learn to be in uncomfortable
For
situations.
sure.
But when they're so young, like what you were saying
Yeah.
before, they can't regulate their emotions. They're so young.
Yeah.
You feel like I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I think you have to look at it though, like you were saying before, you need to fill up your own cup. And if you need to go back to work and you want to go back to work for you
Absolutely.
need to
Yeah.
You're
something's
Take the
gotta
help where
give.
you can get
You're
the
a
help.
better you're a better parent when your cup's full.
exactly.
Mhm.
So if that means like, it's so shit because we'd love to just be
Oh, at home all the time with them.
but like sometimes you don't
But then
have
also,
that
would
option.
you as well? Like, you say that. I think you always want what you don't have, possibly.
Yeah.
But you do, but it is overstimulating being at home all the
It
time. It is
is.
crazy not having
Groundhog Day.
I'm,
Yeah.
like,
The grass
struggling
isn't
with
greener.
that at
It's
the
not.
moment
The grass
isn't
because
greener.
I'm at home with him and Rosa still goes to daycare 2 days a week and I feel really guilty because I am at home, but I
But
need
on
that
the flip
I want
side,
that
she
time with-
also wouldn't have her needs
Yeah.
met because you've got a little baby.
And
It's not
I
like you're
really
having that.
enjoy that time with him
Yeah.
and to like actually do stuff that I think she needs to continue going, but I feel
And they
guilty all
both
the
just
time.
deserve a present mum.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And that's the thing, like I'm a better mum for it.
Yeah, so it's quality over quantity of time spent.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's where it's you know, everyone's situation is so different. And I think you've kind of just got to do what works for you. And the thing is, what works for you now might not work for you in a few months' time, in a year. It's just ride the wave and don't overthink it. Just do what works in the moment and what's making you be a better mum and making you be more at peace to make better decisions.
I feel like that's such a good way to end this conversation. You just wrapped that up very well. I mean, I could sit here all day and talk to you guys because when we were at Rome's birthday, we're like, we didn't talk about that. I feel like there's so many parts of parenting that we could talk about that I could sit here all day.
I keep saying you guys just do a parenting podcast.
We could.
Do one.
You guys are actually amazing.
Possibly. Thank you.
We could have another little baby sitting there.
That's it. You can complain about your partners
There's
not
so
stepping
much
up.
to complain about. So much to
I
whinge
hope
about.
The funny stories, the nappies, all things that mums can relate to.
Yeah, it'd be fun. But thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you
coming
for
out to
having us.
Preston.
To the hood.
Yeah, to the hood.
Nice.
And you were so good.
Mhm.
He's just chilling. But thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.